Hey guys, what's going on? If you're looking to get into small scale RC, I've got a few good options here. We got 3 different types from 3 different manufacturers. I'm going to go through a quick rundown of them, check them out, drive them, tell you what I like and don't like about them. We're going to show a drag race, do a little rock crawling course, and just show you general driving. So that way you'll know which one you should buy. So let's get into it. First thing, Traxxas trx4m. This one's got a little modification done, different tires and wheels, put the bearings in it, steel gears, because it'll come with that. And then it has some trimming to fit the tires. This one's basically stock other than the tires. Everything is beefy. As you can see, mine are dirty because we use them. Me and my son use the crap out of them. Haven't broken anything. Drove the crap out of them. Had them a couple months. Every day he drives them. And he runs them into stuff. Yeah, crappy cut job on that, but we run them into stuff. He puts them on the counter, drives them off. Out in the yard, when the dogs dig a hole playing, just have a heck of a time. Come with everything you need, 150 bucks, come with a battery, come with a charger. Battery lasts a long time. So there's 2 clips that hold the body on. Here and here, you just reach your hand underneath, boom, boom, come off. So simple and clean, nice and neat. This one does have the light kit. This one I've also cut out some of the inside because I took the fender wells off. So this one's been slightly modified. This one has not. We can pull this one off. There's a clip underneath, front and the back. I didn't think I could do this one-handed, but I guess I can. So there's the clips. There's the light kit. The light kit is extra, but it is neat. I think it's about 20 or so bucks, but sometimes it's been in and out of stock. So if your local hobby shop has one, grab one. They're worth it. It's pretty neat because it has headlights, tail lights, and on top of that, when you hit the brakes, it has brake lights, and when you go into reverse, it has reverse lights. So I'll put a little clip of that. We'll get the battery in and show you right now how that works. But these things are a blast. They're tough. They just go. I haven't had any issues. I have changed stuff on this one. This one has a different servo, has some other stuff done to it. But everything I changed because I wanted to. I didn't change because it broke. You have the different mode settings. This one's set to more of the crawl setting, so when I let off, it stops. I can go straight into reverse. This one's more of the sport setting, where when you let off, it coasts, and when you have to double tap to go into reverse. This is more for my son to drive most of the time. Usually this is his and this is mine. But also have the oil-filled shocks. The other ones here do not have oil-filled shocks, but I might be favoring these ones. I like all these, but these are probably my favorite at the time of this video. So I'll show you a little bit of runtime of them, and we'll show the light kit. And the light kit is extra. It does not come with the light kit. It will come with lights in the bumpers. So you have these lights here that'll be on all the time. That's how they'll come out of the box. But it's set up for the light kit, so once you install it, it takes all of 5 minutes, maybe less. You just have to plug it in here on the ESC and it's ready to go. So like I said, highly recommend these things. They're tough and fun. So here's a quick little demonstration of the light kit. You can see the headlights in the front. These are the ones that come stock, and then the higher ones will be in the aftermarket light kit from Traxxas. You see the tail lights. So if you're going forward, hit the brakes, brake light light up. Then when you go to reverse, reverse lights light up. You can see the little trailer on there, Traxxas trailer. So it's a good little kit, a little extra, something cool they offer. You do have to buy it extra, but it is pretty neat. And then if you turn the receiver off, see, turn it off, it goes into like a hazard mode. It flashes yellow. So turn the receiver back on, and it'll stop. Pretty neat, pretty cool technology for such a little thing. So we're on to the Axials, scx24s. Got 2 of them here. There's the K10. Here's the Rubicon Gladiator. Both cool trucks. These are cool as well. This one's been, I would say, heavily modified, but has quite a few different things. Steering linkage, servo, different motor, different shocks. It would have body posts, but I changed it to Velcro. But it's a fun little truck. The Gladiator is more stock. I did change the shock position, and I have different tires and wheels from Endura, but that's about it. They're fun. If we're comparing them to the TRX4, a little bit slower, a little bit more of a crawl speed. They do have torque, but the motor is smaller. It's not a hot rod. You're not going to jump it, you know, unless you modify it or whatever. But I will say that everything under here is smaller. So all the components, to me, if you look, you know, that axle is a lot bigger than that axle. And understandably so, because this is supposed to be 18 scale, this is supposed to be 24th. But just so you know, to me, and I haven't broke anything on here, but to me, the scx24 is a little bit, I don't say more flimsy, but just a little bit more petite. You know, whether it'll break or not, like I said, I haven't broken anything, but just something to think of. It is more of a crawler. But this thing does crawl good, especially with the wheelbase, the narrowness. It's small. It does well. If I had to pick one as far as the scx24s, I know they have the Jeep, they have the Bronco, they have the Chevy. I think they have they have the Jeep, Bronco, Chevy. They have their what's the Deadbolt, I believe. This is my favorite. I like the Gladiator. I like the long wheelbase. Get it higher a little bit. Change the shock position. Well, I mean, you want it low for crawling, but for me, to clear the tires, because you need the bigger tires for the clearance, and you got to get it to clear the body. Because I haven't cut this body at all, and it really doesn't rub much. It might a little, but not enough to bug me. But on this one, these are nice the way the body just lifts up. You just have Velcro. You got a little Velcro strip there, and it's been fine. Doesn't really come off or anything like that. But these are a lot of fun too. You can't go wrong. About the same price. I just think they're a little, I mean, if you want to bash around, this is more of a strictly crawler. You know, the TRX4 goes a little faster, and I'll demonstrate that. Maybe we'll do a little race. But if you want to mod something, if you want to get on eBay, Amazon, anywhere, or most of the hobby shops have so much stuff for these, you can build a custom one out of parts. I mean, they have so much different stuff for these. It's crazy. So if you just want to mod them, that's a good choice. The other small truck that we have here is Fms Max Smasher. I don't have the decals really on it like they show, but these things are sweet. They're beefy, they're tough, 2 speeds, so you can crawl. They do have open diffs, so that part's not good for crawling, but they do have a crawler. They make a power wagon you can get, which I don't have that one, but I would assume it would be an awesome crawler, because first of all, you have portals, and this thing is beefy. Axles are beefy, drive lines are beefy, everything. I haven't broken anything. We run the crap out of these. Theirs are clean, because a lot of times they stay inside, jumping off furniture, and he'll run them off the countertops, and they just take it. These have lights as well, headlights only, and they come on. You can actually, on the switch, on the controller, there's a switch to turn them off and on, which is cool. So I'll go ahead and get that. I'll get the battery there and show you that. So I threw a battery in it. Also, comes provided with the battery. They come with it just like all these 3 do. They come with a LiPo and a charger ready to go, which is nice, makes it easy. This one has a switch to turn it off or on underneath here, so you can do it once the body's on. Have my receiver on. You see it's flashing, it wants to hook up here. So go ahead and hit that switch. That's gonna turn on, but the lights are off because I had them off. So we go here right on the controller and hit that bind button, those lights are gonna turn on. Hit it again, turn them off. That's pretty neat. Also 2-speed transmission, change right here on the side. There's a 1, 2, there's a neutral position in between, so that would be, you know, not gonna go anywhere. You can hear, then it's gonna change to the other gear. Body also has clips. No body clips, luckily. There's 4 clips, 2 in the front, 2 in the back. Really neat. Might be hard to do one-handed, but it just clips on there. Tuck that up in there. Close enough. But let's see what gear we're in. So we're in the crawler gear right now. But it does go pretty good, and I'll show them running, but just for reference. So crawler, first gear, change it, neutral, 2. Quite a bit difference. And this thing will do wheelies. You know, if you kind of roll it back, bump it, you can ride a wheelie, nose wheelie. It's fun on the carpet. Man, my son just we have a blast with them. So these are awesome. Not a crawler. They make one. You know, you can get that one too, which if you look at this stuff, I mean, this stuff's beefy. Everything in here is beefy. It does not come with oil-filled shocks, but they do give you O-rings. So if you want to, you can put those O-rings in there, and I may do that. I haven't done it yet to make them oil-filled shocks. If you're going to jump it pretty high. But so it is bouncy. I have not changed the motor. They have a speed motor for them, but every time I look, they're out of stock, so I haven't got that yet. But that's the rundown of the FMS. All these cars are good. You can't go wrong with either one. If you want to buy one, I mean, you can't go wrong. Depends on what you want. You want one just to go fast, jump it, get this one. You want just to crawl, get this one. You want to kind of do both? Here you go. Other than that, they come with everything you need. All the batteries, chargers, they come with a battery charger, good to go. So there is no winner, in my opinion. They all do different stuff, and they all do different stuff well, depending on what you want to do. If you want to just mob around, do little jumps, do some wheelies, Max Smasher. If you want a crawler only, this Gladiator right here crawls really well. If you want to all around, you want a little bit of speed, but you want to crawl too, trx4m does it. They also have, you can get the low gears for it in the transmission, which are out of stock, but you can get, you know, they'll have them back. Also high gear, which I just have the normal ones in these. But we'll show a running video of all of them, maybe do a drag race and show you how fast or slow they are. But those are them. They're all fun and relatively inexpensive. So like I said, I haven't broken anything on any of them, and we run them pretty hard. Thanks guys, have a good one. Here we go, scx24 versus trx4m. trx4m takes it. Max Smasher in first gear loses to the trx4m. Max Smasher in second gear now. Let's see what it does. Max Smasher walks away from the trx4m. Here's the trx4m, just kind of showing the normal speed of it, how it drives. Just so you guys can see what it is when you're just kind of bashing around. Max Smasher in second gear. You can do wheelies, you can do nose wheelies. Pretty fun to play around with. My son loves it. Well, so do I. Next up, the scx24. It's a crawler, man. It's slow. It has torque, but as you can see, it's noticeably slower than the other two. So it just depends on what you want to do. Next, we're going to do a little crawling. Here we have the Max Smasher. It's got open diffs, not the best crawler. It does have the ground clearance though, but it still makes it around. So we're just watching it. I think I get hung up in a couple spots here, but just kind of trying to bump it, you know, trying to make it. If the diffs were locked, it'd probably be a whole different story. You can see it bouncing around, but it still does it. A lot of ground clearance. I think the Power Wagon version of this would be an awesome crawler. Or you can convert this one. I could change the tires and wheels, put lockers. It'd be a great crawler. But this is just one of my flower beds. It's fun to take the little ones around in it. The little 18-24 scales around in this. There is some spots where you can get stuck, some big rocks, but that makes it fun, kind of challenging. But that's a Max Smasher made its circle. He made it around, so. scx24 Gladiator. Making its way around. I do have bigger tires on it, but I think a lot of people change out the tires anyways. But it's making the same course around as the Max Smasher, and then the trx4m will be next. Just so you guys can see what they do. Oh, looks like I got hung up there. Fell in that crack, but other than that, it makes its way around pretty good. I mean, you can pick the right lines and it'll do it. It's a fun little truck. It's just not as fast as the other ones. But for this kind of stuff, it has the torque, so it's just fine. A lot of flex, torque, so it works. I do like the wheelbase of the Gladiator versus the Chevy I have or their other models. I do like the longer wheelbase the best. Last trx4m. This is a stock, other than it does have a little bigger tire on it. I can't keep leave stuff alone. So those are the Enduro wheels and tires. Pretty cheap. I think they're around $30. You can get a set of tires and wheels, B-locks. You do have to put them together. A lot of little screws, so it takes some time, but they go together all right and end up working well. And they look nice, so. Makes it look a little different from the stock ones. But it made it around just fine. It does well. The little motor has plenty of torque, plenty to get up and go. You can spin the tires, get some wheel speed, and get over all the rocks you need to get over. So that's a trx4m. Did well. This is just for fun. Got a little dirt mound in my backyard from some landscaping I did. This is just to show you what you can do with it. It's pretty loose dirt. It climbs it well. This is a trx4m with different tires also. This is a white one, but it's the same thing, stock motor, stock gearing. But just playing around with that. It's fun, man. You can have fun in your living room. You can have fun in the sidewalk, the driveway, the flower beds, the backyard. Take it with you to a park, whatever. Kids love it, and adults love it too, so they're fun. And it's a nice way to get into the hobby. It's fairly inexpensive. You get all you need, and no matter what brand you buy, they're fun, and you get what you need in the beginning. So, well, thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Appreciate it.